Hi, this is Military Model Paul with an update on my Tamiya Kv2 heavy tank, and basically this kit number is 35063. So this is as far as I've got now. I haven't done no fender. I wasn't going to do the fender photo edge supports, but I cleaned them off, as you may not remember. Anyway, so here we go. So I've cleaned them all the way off, all the way along, and basically built the tank up. Now there are some parts that still need to be done. The hatches and then the front, the lights, the headlights and bits and pieces, which I'll be doing next anyway, and then I'm going to get on with the PE. But I thought I'd just show you how far I've got now. Now the through tracks have been built. If I lifted the whole top, because this bit lifts on and off, if I lift it up there would be a little brass pin where the only unglued super glued link is actually obviously allows me to remove the tracks. Really pleased the way the tracks come out. It took a while because I spent all day on my mum's work sitting over there, obviously, and I drilled out every single track link with a 0.5 drill just to make sure that there would be no issues putting them together. And then I went to slid them together using sets of 10. It took 90 tracks on each side, so not too many. But basically, what I used the original track to give me the length of the track, and it works out perfectly. And just a little bit of sag, not too much, because there wasn't too much in some of the photographs I saw, but there was sag there, so that was okay. Right, here we go. Let's go have a look. So what have I done? I'm going to bring it round to the back, and as you can see, I've got two cutouts here now, 1 and 2. That's where the actual engine grills are, where the cooling goes into the engine, and basically the plastic's very thick, so I had to drill 3 or 4 big holes down the centre, and then small holes around the outside, then trim back with a very sharp knife till I got the shape I wanted. And also you'll notice that the if I can go, I don't know if this is going to work. Yep, it does. It's okay. You'll know. Okay, just a fraction. That's it. It's much sharper like that. You'll notice these little lips. I've still kept them on because that gives me a shape going over the top, and that's what I should be doing. So I kept those in. It wasn't too bad doing that. Another thing I did is looking at photographs. I was going to be using my metal barrel, which is somewhere around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. And I'd already made it an adapter on it so it would actually fit. The only trouble is I found is this barrel is just looks out of scale. And when I've looked at the photographs, the Tamiya kit barrel actually is perfect. So what I've done is I've had a look round and gone to R&B, and they've sent me a barrel out, and that one looks exactly the same as the kit one. So, and it's metal and it's got the rifling in the end, which I want. Because it's a big open barrel, so it needs a bit of rifling. And as you see, that basically cleaned all the bits off. You can see the marks where they were, and they are marks, they are very smooth, but it allows me to actually see exactly where each one goes, each one of the fender supports go. It's good. The wheels are in place, like I said, are all on polycap, so they can all come off, which is really good. This actually snaps on and off because it was a remote control. You can actually do. Now you'll see a bit when it swings around again in a minute. That goes in the rear, and that's what actually holds it on tight. While you're using it as a remote, but that was perfect for me because when I glue that in place, it will hold the whole top on nice and snug, which is pretty good for there. And because I need to be able to get to the periscopes, and if I move this around, there's periscopes here, just here, and I need to get to the periscopes on either side, the 3 on the turret as well. Now you may notice as I come around now, and you can, up the top, there's holes in these 2 periscope bits. They're there. Now I know for a fact there's holes there because the photographs show it. The kit didn't have them. Luckily the actual those actual bumps are actually hollow inside, so when I drilled through with 2, I used my trusty airbrush spare pin to actually take, obviously I'll try to take that off. I used this basically to get me to start the hole exactly where I wanted it. Pushed it in slightly, gave it a nice indentation, which allowed me to use the drill to do it. And that always works really well. So that was okay. So I'm going to come back out a bit now. There you go. So you can see the holes quite nicely on this anyway. So all the bits on the front. Now I'm going to be doing the rest of the plastic bits today, later in the day. This barrel just comes in and out, as you can see. I cleaned it up just in case I was going to use it, but I thought when I found it was an RB one exactly the same size and shape and the exact same scale as well, because it is a big barrel, I just done it right. Here's the bit that goes in the back. It just pushes into place, you glue it, and then it holds it in place when you click it on. So there is a photo etch bit which goes underneath there, which I won't be using because I want to use this clicker method to finally get it in there. I'll put a bit of glue in there and then click it down and it won't move again once I'm really finished with the whole vehicle. So yeah, so really the actual turret went together. You can see, I think you can see now, if I there's just here and just above the top, doesn't need any more sanding because I'm going to put some Mr. Surfacer on it. There was really deep, and when I say deep, recesses, and they had to be filled. I used the my Tamiya extra thin filler with the old white plastic in it. Your mate can't see it, but there's white plastic in there, and if you want it thicker you just put more white plastic. If you want it thinner you put more white extra thin in it. Really works well. You've got to leave it to dry quite a long time, but once you do it you can see they've gone slightly green. It's because when it moulds into the plastic it actually soaks the colour up with the plastic a little bit as well, it seems. Anyway, so that was that done. Yeah, so that's as far as I've got really. So if I bring that round, and I think that's about it. I will say, I'm going to show a couple of photographs. I've got a way because the tracks needed super gluing to actually hold the pins into place. I was going to be using quite a bit, it was going to take some time. So what I did is I built the tracks up like I said in tens, and then I actually pushed it back with all the pins in place. I made sure they was in and super glued each one, and then bent them around and cut the pins off level and flushed that down to the track. And I did that for each lot of 10, and then when I come to the end I put them together. But because I needed super glue available at all times, I used my my applicator, which is this, which is basically a sewing needle on the end. I think you can just about see that sewing needle on the end. It really works really well. It's like a catapult holder. Anyone who knows from the old days knows about catapults. Basically the V on it actually sucks up the super glue, and then you can drop it anywhere you need, put it anywhere you need. Worked really well. And I've got a photograph of my super glue adapter using blue tack and a milk bottle top, and you'll see what I mean, because I will put it at the end of this. So right, I think that's really it for this, and I'll get on with it. I will show you the kit later on with a bit of a Mr. Surfacer in place in where I need it, and with all the hatches and everything else in place. So here we go then. Thank you very much for watching this, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later. Happy modelling.